I grew up in a Roman Catholic family who attended a local Methodist chapel occasionally. At the church youth club, I learned a Bible story off by heart that was to play a significant part in my later life. My teenage years were really difficult. I started drinking at 13 and got into drugs at 14. I left home at 16, became homeless and was a heroin addict by the time I was 17. Then in 2001, I had what can only be described as a miraculous encounter with Jesus in a dream. I went to bed a heroin addict and woke up with the psychological addiction to heroin broken. The Bible story I learnt all those years ago was Jesus being anointed by a sinful woman. I knew it must have been Jesus who freed me from my addiction because of the love, kindness and welcome Jesus showed that woman. I rededicated my life to serving God. 11 years later, in 2012, I was married to James. Our family was growing and we were serving in China. We returned to the UK with our 3 children in 2017, and I started the discernment process. One day I found myself attending a friend's ordination and heard the words of the ordinal. My heart began to burn with a sense, this is for me too. I couldn't at that point see where I would fit into ordained ministry in the Church of England, but I pursued it knowing I was called to those on the margins, to the least, the lost and the lonely. And that's what my curacy in Brighton has been about. Now I'm a priest. I preside at a communion service on Saturday nights and minister to the homeless and marginalised folks in our city.